Okay, guys, another leg day. Looking to push some hard working from this Monday morning. Starting out with prime leg extension or leg curl, I should say. Um, Getting the hamstrings warmed up. This was my second warm up set. Uh, what I aim for in warm up sets uh, is a strong pump before I get to my work set, which that is my first work set. Uh, you know how I do it. Pause for the first set, constant tension for the second, 3 second negative for the last set. And then on top of that, I did another fourth set of just constant tension and failed around about the 8 rep mark. So with getting ready for these, uh, I do warm up sets. I don't do feeder sets, I do warm up sets. So for me, in my eyes, when I do a warm up set, I go ahead and just really push the uh, I really push the rep count where it should be for all of my sets. So let's just say I'm doing sets of 10. I'm doing warm up sets of 10, and then my main work sets are around 8 to 10. Where if I'm doing feeder sets, that number may be cut in half. So if you were looking for the difference between feeder sets and warm up sets, feeder sets are relatively low uh, rep but higher weight warm ups, quote unquote, and then warm up sets for me are just your standard, your 10, your 12, your 15, things of that nature. So keep that in mind when you're trying to manage fatigue within a given workout and when you're trying to get good and loose for a workout, that you got those things to factor into account. Generally, you don't want to include those, though include those sets as work sets. Um, just really something to prime the body for the work that's to follow. All right, moving on to the leg press, your old school 90s uh, flex fitness leg press, probably one of the best leg presses ever made. Warming up here with about 15, 20 reps, something like that. Lost count. Just went until my quadriceps had enough blood in them where I could really get down and dirty with the machine. So this is usually my main leg mass builder these days until I swap it out for something else, which that day will come. I do swap it out for something else, but I'm eking a lot of good progress out of this. So after these warm-ups, you see me jump to about 4, 5, 6 plates, something like that. Again, keeping the feeder set and keeping the feeder set and the warm-up set mentality in place. Did one warm-up set, did a couple of feeder sets, and then got up to my first work set of about 6 plates, hit that for 12, and 7 plates, did it for another 12, and then got up to about 8 plates and did that for 11, which was a rep improvement from last week. So I'm really just trying to eke everything out of this exercise that I can. I'm trying to get stronger in a couple of different rep ranges. So I essentially myo repped a lot of these exercises. If you don't know what a myo rep is, you do some reps, stop, do some reps, stop. It's different than rest pause a little bit in that you don't rack up the weight. So I myo rep this whole thing, which is fine. I don't have the 8 plate one on video, unfortunately. My stupid behind forgot to press record, which is okay because I needed to be locked in for that set anyway, because that is some majorly heavy weight for me um, as I slowly transition more and more and more into middle age. So really trying to work on getting some big legs and whatnot. But in any event, really good workout this morning. And then from that 8 plates, I dropped down to 6 and tried to bang out 15. That didn't work. Remember, I did 5 plates plus 25 last week, and I got that for 15. And then I jumped up and couldn't get it for 15. I think I got it for like 12 or something. But really went to town today on these, and I was really hoping I'd get 6 for 15. But in any event, we keep fighting on and keep trying to get better. So here's the Cybex hack squat, which is actually a pretty decent quad builder. Um, However, there's a huge problem with it for most people. Um, it really just works the absolute shit out of my knees, and I knew that going into the exercise, but I did it anyway. Um, the hack squat has been kind of a nemesis in my entire quote unquote bodybuilding career. So I picked the most difficult hack squat that you could probably choose to do. Um, but for my leverages, my height, it's not optimal for me to do this particular hack squat. I would have been much better off going with either the pendulum squat or the Arsenal Strength hack squat. I just feel that they're better constructed machines. Uh, I have long femurs. This is really made for somebody with short legs, short people in general. So, with that being said, while it did hit the quad, it came at an expense of sore knees after the workout. I'm not trying to work the knee, I'm trying to work the quadricep. I'm trying to go as deep as I possibly can with this exercise. So, obviously, this will not be in the rotation for um, my next plan or possibly ever, unless I get a wild bug up my ass and say, hey, I want to do the Cybex hack squat. But overall, I just am not a big fan of this particular one. Now, if your body mechanics suit this machine, if you're 5'6" or something like that, then please, by all means, get strong as hell on this thing because you will build some big ass legs with it. But for me, I just can't do it. There are better options out there. But in any event, the hack squat is a certified quadricep builder. I will be working this in between between pendulum squats and leg press. So the volume is slowly increasing as we approach Ramadan. Finishing out with some leg extensions on the prime machine. Didn't too much worry about the loading pattern or anything like that. Just really wanted to get some really good work in and up the volume a little bit for my quadriceps. So that was pretty much it for quads that day. Like I said, approaching Ramadan, I'm trying to get into that state of overreaching, deload the week before Ramadan, and then go into the holy month, uh, just doing maintenance volume, pulling back on the intra, getting some greens into my system, and just overall doing a whole systemic recovery type deal. So that's it for today. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be bringing you more content as I move forward. And thank you for watching. God bless.